There's a lot in that video that was untrue, and I feel very confused because this is very similar to a thing we had before where we had to make a choice between something that could possibly hurt Eugenia but thought it was for her best interest.
Important in Eugenia's real recovery, and I think that it's important that she number one knows that we care about her. We were discussed
so much
in this video as bullies and brought up as bad people, and we had probably the hardest time of our lives to help her, and we knew that it was risking our friendship to help her, and we had to lie to her. And it's currently still being manipulated right in front of everyone.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful story, right? Like, it looks like watching Shane's video, it's such like a happy, feel-good.
And we should be happy.
It's completely covering all of the shit that is still there, I think, and could still be a problem, and there are still puppet strings right now being pulled. Know how to feel about some of the things in the video, like, because I know Katie. I know Katie Morton. I've reached out to her. I have emails with her explaining the situation I was in with Eugenia because I wanted to help her. I tried calling the police. They kind of laughed at me on the phone. They're like, oh yeah, that YouTube girl, like, we've been there. There's nothing we can do. We're not mental health professionals. We can't take her. I called mental health professionals, and there was nothing they could do because they weren't law enforcement, and they could not forcibly enter a home without permission. The conclusion was that the only thing that I could do was if I had her out of her house and into my apartment or into some other area where the mental health professionals could come and talk to her, and that I would legally be able to let them into my own place. Did lie to her. I lied to her. We all kind of did. We pretended we were going to go to an escape room, which is a thing that we would regularly do, so it seemed believable to her and her mom.
Specifically her mom.
Clear that she had no intention of getting any kind of help. Like, she said, maybe I'll go see a doctor in like months from now.
Yeah, it was like 3 months later she was going to be heading home to Connecticut, and she would be willing to see a doctor then.
To them at this point what happened to her. Like, they could have walked away and said everything is fine, but they were like really concerned. So they ended up deciding that they wanted to take her into care, and they ordered something called a 5150, and it's mandatory. They take you
involuntary
without in their way, because she was on the phone with her mom, who was screaming at me, by the way. She verbatim called me a fucking bitch for doing what I was doing.
How could a friend do this, I believe, to her friends? And I mean, she's never allowed to go anywhere. It's all completely manipulated by the mother. There is a driver, Edgar. Every hangout with friends is an orchestrated pickup and drop off by Edgar, who waits outside. And in this situation, when Eugenia called her mom, and her mom was furious, Edgar
let's go. Yeah, patio. This was actually the lock for it, I guess, but it's off now. Yeah, that was another thing that was weird.
It's very heavy. Oh.
Yeah, there's
Oh my god.
just like walks one day, and I don't even know, like, I don't know what happened in this house before all of that, but
Well.
and the neighbors kept telling us, they were like, oh, like, watch out, because like they have black cars. It's really weird. Nothing's happened now. Now everything seems like it's good. But all right. Is there any more locks? Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, what?
Oh, here's an.
Oh.
One more down there.
house.